Okay, I'm three.
Jared Houston.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Bobby Brown and Stephen Plofker Gym for a men's basketball tilt tonight. I am Bailey Kennedy. Alongside me is my good friend and partner in crime, Austin Franklin. Austin, we got a great battle tonight between the Emerson Lions and the Babson Beavers. What are you looking for tonight?
Well, Bailey, it's an absolute pleasure to be here. I am fired up, to say the very least. We are here watching the Lions face off against the Beavers. My keys to victory, Bailey, are going to be who wants to get down and dirty, who wants to get gritty, who wants to get after it. I'm talking driving to the hole to get layups, get easy buckets. I'm talking diving out of bounds for loose balls. I'm talking boxing out and getting rebounds. That is going to be who wins this game.
Not to mention, these two teams are also locked into the new MAC playoffs. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming up for Emerson. I mean, Emerson's currently locked in at that 4 spot right now. Babson, a top 3 seed. They have anywhere to be from 2 to 3. It's going to be a great battle seeing two potential playoff teams get an early look at each other right now.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, Bailey. This isn't just some regular old game. This isn't just regular old basketball. This is playoff basketball. This is for all of the marbles. Emerson's locked into the 4 seed right now. Babson's the 3 seed, but anything can happen. Emerson beats Babson tonight. Babson was a Saturday. The playoff bracket is going to be all over the place. So this is an important game today.
But if the playoffs were to start today, Emerson plays in the play-in game against Coast Guard. Then they would take on Springfield, and Springfield's only loss in conference this year to Emerson. That's a big one.
The Lions are a tough team. I mean, it's really anybody's conference this year, and I'm just excited to watch this opening tip and watch the boys get after it.
Well, we'll see. We should be in for some great action together. Last time these two teams played, it was a 2-point win for the Beavers, coming on a buzzer beater with just 1 second left, pretty much no time left, and the Lions lost. A tough game. I'm sure we'll be in for some even greater action tonight.
Here's the opening tip. Big win by O'Connor right there. He's going to be an X factor for the Lions without a doubt.
This is also senior night too. Ben Holding, one of 2 seniors, him and Jack O'Connor. Holding getting the start. This is his first start of the season. So we'll see what the senior can do. Into Houston. Houston gets it to go.
It's absolutely a great start by the senior. A little fun fact about Ben Holding, they like to call him Benny Buckets. That's a long-time nickname. So expect Benny to get some buckets tonight. The two of us, we have a comedy class together this spring. It's called Why Did the Chicken? Don't ask me. I'm not sure why the chicken did anything, but I'm really hoping to find out. Ben's great energy in that class, and he's great energy on the floor.
Oh,
there it is.
There's the bucket.
There he is.
Right there.
Benny Buckets.
That's what we're talking about.
Benny Buckets. That's exactly who I'm talking about. There he is. And what did I say the X factor is going to be today, Bailey?
The seniors getting buckets, attacking hard right there, and let's take a look at it. Benny Buckets even getting a little pat on the rim right there too, getting the party started. Lions 4 points. Benny Buckets been involved in all 4 points, and he's going to the line to extend the lead to possibly 5. Nope, that's you don't like to see that.
You don't like to see an air ball.
He's not a big free throw guy.
That's okay.
That's
though.
not his game.
You know what though? He got to the rack. He drew a foul,
Yeah.
and he's going to figure that out. I'd also like to point out Benny's shoes today.
Yeah,
very retro.
Yeah, going
Converse action. I really like it.
Yeah, you don't see many people repping the Converse.
I don't think I've seen those since the 80s, Bailey.
Yeah, you know
Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, that's old school basketball.
Crew Ainge with the ball up top. If that name sounds familiar, it's because it is. Crew, the son of Celtics GM Danny Ainge. And Ainge goes to the hole, can't get it to go. Houston comes down with the board right there. And O'Connor looking to push tempo right there to Benny Buckets. Oh, but he gets it stripped, but they're going to say out of bounds off Babson. It will stay with the Lions right there.
Here's the thing, Babson versus Emerson. Babson, they're white collar. You might see them at the bank. You might see them working in finance. Emerson, very gritty. Babson's a very white-collar team. You hear the name Ainge. They've got basketball history. Emerson, very, very gritty.
Yep.
I'd like to point out number 2, the sophomore captain, Trevor. Talk about a gritty guy. He just loves to work hard. He wasn't on a varsity team in high school, and here he is as a sophomore leading the Emerson Lions.
And another basket for Babson. Can't get it to go. They trail by 4, and Waterhouse with a deep 3. And Waterhouse looking to the bench of Babson and giving him the little 3 sign right there. Extends the lead to 7-0 for the Lions.
Look out, Beavers. They call him Waterhouse for a reason, because he is absolute water from the 3. If he's hitting 3s, it's going to be a tough game for the Beavers.
Big shot right there by Coulihan, cutting the lead to 5. Good first basket for them, cutting the deficit, getting in, but that was great D by Waterhouse. Gets the intro pass into Houston. Houston winging around to O'Connor for 3. Jack can't get it to go right there. Ainge comes down with the board, and they're pushing it in the fast break. And Houston with the good defense right there, forced it to be a tough shot. Lions pushing in transition. They're getting it to Holding. Holding inside to Houston. Houston with the slam. 9-2 Lions right now.
Bailey, I hate to beat a dead horse here, but sometimes you gotta beat a dead horse.
Absolutely.
I told you before the game's gonna come down to who wants to get those easy buckets. So far, the Lions have gotten those easy buckets, and the Beavers have struggled to get layups.
Yeah, really struggling from the field so far. Not really able to hit their shots, and the Lions are just playing incredibly tough physical defense, forcing tough shots. Things just aren't falling for the Beavers right now, as Waterhouse picks up his first foul of the game. Ainge attacking on McLean, and Ainge gets it to go, his first 2 of the night.
Here's the thing, Bailey, you can't call out the Beavers. You can't count them out. This is going to be a tight game.
Feed inside to Holding. I think he wanted the oop right there. He thought about it for a second, couldn't get up just enough, but he draws the foul, so he'll go to the line for 2. But there's that Houston slam right there.
And here the Beavers are coming into foul trouble real early here. That could be a trouble for them late in the game.
Buckets got a chance to redeem himself at the line right here. After he airballed his first one, he hits the second one of the game for him, first one of these 2 right here.
That was smooth, Bailey, like butter.
Yeah, making it look easy right now. He just getting a little rust off after that first one that he airballed. And Buckets can't get the second one to go. Still 1 of 2, gives the Lions a 6-point lead. Oh, that's a dangerous pass right there, the lobber. Babson continuing to come down with possession and work it around. Looking to attack, and Houston with the block right there. Can they get possession of it? And they're going to say out of bounds off the Beavers.
Houston is an absolute animal underneath the rim. He screams alpha. He just said, "Get out of my home. I am a lion. You are a beaver. Lions eat beavers," Bailey. I don't know if that is anatomically correct, but beavers would not beat lions in the animal kingdom, that's for sure.
Absolutely. I mean, I think it's analog. Whatever the word is.
It's a tough word to say, Bailey.
Yeah, you know what? I struggle with words every once in a while, but you know what? We're having fun, and so is Jared Houston as he checks out, and Nate Martin getting his first minutes of this game. Martin scored 13 points in the last time these 2 teams matched up, so looking for some potential bench scoring from Martin should be key right here.
You know, he does come off the bench, Bailey, but he's really a starter when you get down
to it.
He's starting on most teams in Division III basketball. He's no joke.
And he forces the turnover right there, playing good defense. McLean looking to push it. Going to get the offense set up. O'Connor thought about the 3. Gets the pick from Holding, but he's not going to take it. O'Connor trying to create something. Kicks it out. Looked like it was going to Waterhouse, but McLean intercepts it. Holding in the post. Benny.
Buckets! 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 Benny Buckets! Having the time of his life right now. Let me tell you, look how much fun that kid's having. Look at 32.
You can't take the smile off his face right now. The kid is just looking good and having fun right now. The score is actually 5-4 Buckets. If we're playing that way,
if it's Benny Buckets versus all of Babson, Benny Buckets is winning right now.
Yeah, so let that set in.
Wow. You know, Ben kind of reminds me of an old school basketball player.
Oh, attacking.
He, not the best shooter, You know, he wears old school Converse.
Oh,
He's straight out of the late 60s, early 70s,
Yeah,
Bailey. He's
absolutely.
just pure grit.
And nice take right there as Kirkpatrick gets that one to go right there. Come the deficit to just 6. Holding gives Martin the screen. Martin looking out to O'Connor. O'Connor inside to Holding. Holding gets contact but no foul. Gets the offensive
He
board.
sticks with it. The kid sticks with it. He's got no quit.
Waterhouse with the tough 2 right there. And the rim giving him the friendly roll right there as he gets that one to go.
When I tell you, they don't call him Waterhouse for nothing. The kid's pure water. He does not miss very often.
That was a tough shot right there and just gets it to go, thankfully, because of the rim. And the shot from Babson, that is good by Jaworski right there, his first 2 of the night, and cuts the deficit to 6 again. McLean looking to feed in, getting it to Waterhouse on the wing, to Holding. Holding, nice little touch pass to O'Connor. O'Connor with the bucket right there, his first 2 of the night.
That was beautiful. The seniors are really showing up today, really leading the pace out here,
Absolutely.
and I love to see it.
And we're gonna have a foul on the floor before Ainge attacked the rim. Foul's gonna be on McLean, his first. Jared Houston gonna come back in. And we are going to step aside right here. We're gonna toss to our beautiful senior day package that our crew at ECS made for the seniors, Jack O'Connor and Ben Holding.
Let's see it, Bailey.
I mean, this is the pregame festivities that we got. Ben Holding, been absolutely lights out. Just, he's looking good, feeling good, putting on an absolute show before. And then Jack O'Connor. It's the incredible thing is they just have 2 seniors, just like last year.
Yeah, and you look at Coach Curley in there, and as Kanye West would say, this is family business, Bailey. This is family business.
Absolutely, and that's the culture that he has created here ever since he stepped on foot at Emerson. He's created this family-first culture right here. It's been nothing but successful last year. Curley gets Emerson to their first ever NCAA tournament appearance in program history for men's basketball. And the 3 right there is good by Gao. Checking in, getting his first minutes of the game, cutting the deficit to just 5 for the Beavers. Nice feed into Houston. They're working it around. Waterhouse from 3. Waterhouse getting it going and showing off some emotion right there, putting the hands up as soon as it dropped right there.
He is absolutely dialed right now. I don't think they can stop this kid. He is in his bag, and it's a big bag, Bailey.
When Waterhouse gets locked in, he is a force to be reckoned with. You see, he was NUMAC Rookie of the Year last year, but let's take another look at that Gao 3-pointer right there to cut the deficit.
Ainge, a lot like his father, incredible passer. That was a no-looker from him.
Absolutely, and there's the take again, and it's good by Gao, the freshman, up to 5 points in very limited time so far. McLean handing it off to Waterhouse. Waterhouse to O'Connor. O'Connor up fake, trying to create space. O'Connor from 3-point range takes the contact but can't get it to go. Was looking for a foul right there but gets no call. Ainge pushing in transition, dishing it off.
Yeah, it looks like so far today, Bailey, the refs really are trying to let the boys play. They're going to let them go after each other and try and call as little as possible.
And the rebound being poked around. O'Connor diving for it, comes down with it. And Ainge and O'Connor getting into it. That's very physical right there. Houston attacking the basket. Jared Houston gets it to go.
Now, you guys didn't see that on the screen, but behind court after O'Connor dived for the ball, he picked it up, started the fast break, and him and Ainge got into quite the scuffle there. A little bit of pushing, a little bit of shoving, and both Emerson coaches were irate that the refs didn't call anything.
Uncalled for play right there. You don't have the ball, just get back on defense. Don't make a dirty play.
Yeah, I really didn't like that. You know, play with class, play hard, play fair.
Houston has it in the post. Houston trying to back down, kicks it out to McLean. McLean looking to attack. McLean being attacked, and they are going to call travel right there. He was looking for the foul on Ainge, but doesn't get the call right there. And we got a special guest in the house, too. Let's take a look at the fight right here. This is O'Connor trying to get up. Ainge getting right into his face and pushing him. And O'Connor just keeps his hands up, says, I'm not doing anything. I'm getting far away.
The ref is right there. I don't know
how
he doesn't
you don't make that call right there.
Ainge comes in like he's Conor McGregor. Let me tell you, he's not Conor McGregor. You're not Conor McGregor, Danny Ainge. Take it easy.
Yeah. We are joined, Lee Pelton, the president of the school, also making a special appearance at this game as well.
Let me tell you something about Lee Pelton, Bailey.
Huge basketball fan.
Huge basketball fan, great smile.
Yeah.
Great smile.
Working inside in Houston with the block right there.
Listen, buddy, it's Jerry's world, and you are living in it.
Oh, the intro pass into Houston. It's tapped up, but Houston draws the foul and will go to the line for two. Great feed inside by Waterhouse right there. Let's take another look. Houston trying to go up there. He thought he had the slam right there.
Houston plays hard, Bailey. He's on pace, dare I say, to make all NUMAC this year. I would not be surprised. He's playing incredible. He's captain as a sophomore, tremendous leadership abilities, and he's really been an X factor for the Lions this year.
And he gets the first of his two to go. Houston been an absolute force to reckon with, averaging 14.7 points per game, 8.3 boards, not to mention 2.1 blocks per game. Pretty solid offensive numbers and defensive numbers that you get from the big fella.
I mean, really, for him, there's no one better in Division III basketball to learn how to play the center position from than Coach Bill Curley. Coach Bill Curley spent years in the NBA. Went to a Final Four at the BC Eagles in college, and clearly the big fella's learned a lot from the older big fella.
And the Lions getting possession. O'Connor looking to attack, looking for a foul call, but nothing is called right there. The Beavers looking to push in transition. They're going to slow kick it around. Jaworski has the ball. He's looking to attack, and they're going to call a foul on the floor before the shot. I believe it's going to be on O'Connor right there. Let's take a look at that steal. Just good, hard defense being played right there, Austin.
The freshman, Bailey. He's a freshman, and he said, I'm taking your cookies today.
Yeah, Gao has played limited time so far, but he's made a huge impact when he's been out there.
O'Connor, an all NUMAC player, you don't see a mistake like that every day, and the freshman took advantage.
Absolutely. He's been playing very tough defense. Beavers always really playing tough. That shot can't go. Houston coming down with the board. And the Babson coach is not happy about the lack of calls so far. O'Connor feeding it into Houston. The big fella, can he get it to go? Can't get that one to go.
Here's a little fun fact about Jared Houston, Bailey. Our weight room insider, Ron Smithers, tells me that they like to call him Jerry. That's his nickname. Not really sure where it comes from, but I absolutely love it. He plays cat and mouse with these people. Well, Tom and Jerry, you know what I'm talking about, Bill? You ever seen that? The cat, the mouse, the cat tries to catch the mouse tries to run away. Well, Jerry, you can't stop him.
Yeah, absolutely. I was wondering where we're going with that one, and I figured I'd just let you go your own path right there.
You know, Bailey, sometimes I go
on
into
tangents,
these holes, and you just got to let me do my thing, and I'll bring it all back around eventually. But the thing about Tom and Jerry is it's Jerry's house.
Yep.
And Tom is living in Jerry's house.
And this is where the game is being played. It's being played in Jerry's house.
The game is being played, and right now, I gotta let the Beavers know they're in Jerry's world. This is Jerry's world, and everybody's living in it.
And Babson in transition. They get it to go, cutting the deficit to 6 right now. It's really been a game of runs. Am I right, Austin?
That's what they say, Bailey. But the entire game, Emerson has kept the lead. The Beavers have cut it down here and there. Dare I say, the Beavers have chucked away at the lead. But the Lions, they're the king of the animal kingdom, and they're not going to let this lead just be taken away from them.
And Beckwith having some tough defense. Martin going to toss up a very tough shot. Can't get it to go. Houston almost had the board, but just going past his outstretched arms. And Houston trying to make the play.
What did I say? It's Jerry's world, and we're living in it.
Nice play by Davis, finding a way to come down with that board right there. Here's Beckwith again. Beckwith the fading jumper. Houston trying to get it. tapping it. He's been everywhere so far in this game. Babson kicking it out. Gow gonna attack, and he's gonna get fouled right there by Max Davis, his first foul of the game. Taking a look once again at that take. Gow going hard to the hoop right there.
It's a hard drive, and Bailey, key of the game.
Attack the basket.
Attack the basket, drive the hole, get fouls, get easy buckets, you win the game.
Yeah, absolutely. And Gow's been doing a great job of that, providing Babson with some great scoring off the bench. And he gets the first of his 2 to go. He's a 74.1% free throw shooter, so he's almost money when he goes to the line.
Every 3 out of 4 shots he takes is going in, just about.
Yeah.
Just to make it a little bit simpler math for our followers.
For people.
I'm not very
good math either.
You're not a math guy.
Nobody's really a math guy.
Nobody's a math guy, except for scientists and mathematicians.
They are. That's true. And like baseball statisticians, like guys who play the analytical game. All right, let's get off this nonsense.
That's not me, Bailey.
That's nerd stuff.
I'm not a numbers guy. I am a grit guy.
And Waterhouse working it around. And Martin can't get the 3 to go, but it's poked out by O'Connor, but they're going to say out of bounds off O'Connor, so it will be Beavers ball. You like that hustle right there from O'Connor, though.
I do like that hustle. It's unfortunate the Lions didn't come down with the ball there. I'm going to give an Austin point right there.
Yeah,
that's hustle.
And Austin points are way more important.
Yeah, I mean, they don't show up
Yeah.
on the stat sheet, but let me tell you, they show up in film.
Yeah.
When Coach Curley's breaking down this film, he's going to say, hey, Jack.
You got an Austin point.
You got an Austin point, yeah.
Those are pretty rare to get.
That's grit. It's grit, you know?
Ainge, nice spin move, trying to create. Can't get it to go. Holden comes down with the board, and he's been doing everything, too.
I don't want to jinx it, Bailey, but this could be a career day from Ben Holden.
Waterhouse from three-point range, getting it to go right there, and he's pointing at Gow.
Waterhouse is a water hose, and all he spits out is water from the three-point line.
He's been absolutely dynamic so far in this game. He's up to 11 points so far. Now he's playing tough defense on Coulihan. Hand off to Ainge. Ainge from three-point range gets it to go. Ainge getting his 5th point of the game. The interesting fact about Crew Ainge came from Utah State, a Division I player. Last year he started all 18 games for Utah State as well. So the transfer maybe a little eye-opening for people. Benny Buckets with the move to McLean. O'Connor to Martin. Martin attacking the basket. Can't get it to go right there.
What were you saying about Ainge there, Bailey? I want to hear you finish whatever you were saying there.
You know what?
D1, D3.
And there's the 3 from Jaworski. What I was saying is it's kind of surprising to see someone who started all 18 games he played in at the Division I level and coming down to D3. I'm not criticizing D3, but it's like if you're getting significant playing time D1, you're on full scholarship. As O'Connor hits the jumper right there.
Well, here's the thing about NUMAC basketball, Bailey.
It is competitive, very competitive. You got 3 teams in the top 25 right now.
Dare I say NUMAC basketball is the best conference in Division III. Let me break it down for you here, Bailey. Last year, the Lions win the NUMAC. They go to the playoffs.
And no one expected that either.
No one expected it. Kind of came out of nowhere. But you know who else went to the playoffs in the NUMAC? MIT. They got 2 NCAA tournament teams from one conference. This isn't Division I. You rarely see that in Division
absolutely,
III.
that's
you
true.
rarely see more than the conference champ go to the NCAA playoffs. The year before that, Springfield wins the NUMAC. They go on to the Final Four.
Yeah.
3 years ago, Bailey, this Babson Beavers team
won it all.
Won the NUMAC, won the NCAA Division III national title. This isn't just some D3 program. This is
a powerhouse.
The best of the best.
Yeah, absolutely.
This conference is as good as it gets in Division III.
And not to mention, the year before they won it, they also played in the national championship game and fell short that year.
That's also a great point. And here's something else about the NUMAC. Besides athletic prowess, they stress academic success. Babson, very low acceptance rate. MIT, obviously very smart. Emerson, low acceptance rate. You've got to be not only a great athlete, but you've got to be a smart fella too, you know?
Coulihan gets both his free throws to go and cuts the Lions' lead to just 1 point right now. McLean has it up top. barking out the commands to get the offense going. They get to O'Connor. O'Connor, the jumper from foul line extended, and he gets it to go right there. O'Connor heating up right now offensively.
McLean, he just looked over the bench and said, yep, we're going to take that all day. He looked at his coach.
Absolutely.
His coach, he shook his head a bunch of times. Coach shook his head back, and they said, yep, that's going to be all day.
Good physical defense right there from McLean. Holden playing some tough defense. Are we going to get a offensive foul right there on Jaworski? That will be his first foul. Great defense right there by the myth, the man, the legend, Benny Buckets.
Benny Buckets, but it really started with Trevor McLean, Bailey. I absolutely love this kid. He screams hard work mentality. He screams blue collar. He is the captain as a sophomore, and really his numbers do not do him justice. He only has 5 points a game, only 2 assists a game. He does have a good amount of steals though, Bailey, but really this team runs through him. Dare I say he's the heart and soul of this team.
Absolutely. He does the little things that you don't see on the stat sheet.
That's without a doubt. Couldn't have said it better myself. To give him a professional comparison, I'd say he kind of reminds me of Marcus Smart, right? He's that guy that does the things no one else wants to do. He's tough on defense. And most importantly, the man's a great leader, and he works hard.
Absolutely, and Babson pushing in transition, and the three-pointer is good right there by Kirkpatrick, and we are now tied up at 30 apiece right now.
Yeah, that's significant, Bailey. This is the first time in the game that the Lions do not have the lead. This is a very important possession.
O'Connor can't get that one to go. Thought he might have had it, but tough defense being played on him right now.
Yeah, that's tough.
And O'Connor has always been played really, really toughly by Babson every single time these two teams have met. Ainge looking to attack Holding. Holding, nice defense right there. That's got to be over the back right there. But it's going to be no call on Babson. It will instead be called on Waterhouse, his second of the game. So we're going to get some subs right here. Beckwith and Holden checking out of the game. Houston and Max Davis coming in.
These last 5 minutes to close out the half are going to be important, Bailey. This is going to decide who has momentum going into the second half.
This is crucial right now as Smith gets the 1-and-1, hits the first one, gives Babson their first lead of the game. Smith, a 68.4% free throw shooter, gets the second one to go. And he will step out as Colin Brandis checking in. McLean gonna get things going right here offensively. They're picking for O'Connor. Look in. Houston has it up top. He hands it off to Waterhouse. He's being pressured. McLean has it. McLean trying to attack. McLean takes the tough jumper. Gets it to... No, they're going to say on the offense, they're going to say McLean with his arm trying to create space. So the foul, basket, no good. Offensive foul on McLean, his second foul of the game as well.
Yeah, to start the game here, the refs were really letting the boys play. Not sure so much that they're doing that anymore.
That's a tough call right there. Saying he used his arm to create space.
I thought we were going to get a replay there. We didn't get it.
We got it real quick. We must have just
missed it.
Yeah.
Just missed it.
Yeah, you know, that happens to the best broadcasters.
Yeah, it does.
And Gow, travel right there. Shuffle in his shoes and a turnover right there for the Beavers that could have possibly extended it to a 4-point lead for them if they could have gotten it to go.
Yeah, that's huge. As they say, rookie mistake.
Absolutely, and the freshman getting the turnover right there. But what do you think Coach Curley's thinking right now? They're trailing by 2. They've pretty much controlled the lead all game, and now they're down.
You know, Bailey, I'm going to be honest. I'm really not sure what Coach Curley's thinking. I've seen him in practice, and that's really where he gets on his guys to fix the little stuff. But in games, he is cool, he's calm, he's collected. Who knows what's going on in his head? He keeps his hands behind his back.
Yeah.
Keeps centered. He could be thinking anything, but let me tell you, he is going to make the right decisions.
And O'Connor going to the basket and giving the Lions the lead right there on the nice roll right there to get
That's
it
a vet move, Bailey. That's a vet move.
Yeah, O'Connor showing off why he was the new MAC tournament MVP last year. And Kirkpatrick answers back with a nice jumper himself, tying it back up at 34 apiece.
This game's really starting to heighten in intensity, Bailey. I'm going to have to hold my britches heading into the second half.
And McLean working it to O'Connor. O'Connor up fake, trying to create. He's being pressured, kicking it out to Waterhouse. Waterhouse from 3, no foul. But O'Connor trying to fight for it. Waterhouse turns to the official looking for the foul, but doesn't get the call. And the Beavers working it around. Houlihan trying to attack right there. Can he come down with the offensive board? And there will be a foul right there as he continued to fight. The foul is going to be on Davis. That will be his second of the game as well. Taking a look at that
here, Bailey.
Such a pretty finish right there.
He just said, listen, I'm going to get to the rack, I'm going to put it in the basket, and I'm going to take my points and cash out.
Yeah, absolutely. And there was nothing you can do to stop him. And Houlihan gets the first one of his 2 to go. Houlihan, a 88.4% free throw shooter on the year. So he's once again almost money when he goes to the line.
Houlihan, what a great name. You know what that reminds me of, Bailey? You ever seen the movie Dodgeball?
Yes. Patches
O'Houlihan.
Great minds think alike right there.
That's exactly
I knew
what I was
exactly
thinking
where
about.
you were going with that one.
Patches O'Houlihan, he used to say the 5 Ds of dodgeball: dive, duck, dip, dive, and dodge.
Yep.
Really not effective in basketball, though.
Yeah,
You want the ball in your hand.
And O'Connor from deep 3-point range. Bang, got it. O'Connor up
Bang,
to 11
bang,
points right there. And O'Connor, I believe, just is now currently tied 10th all-time in Emerson program history in career points right now. One more basket for him, and he gets sole possession of 10th place.
Wow, what a great day. To get that on senior day,
Yeah,
too,
it's a pretty
that's
cool
something special.
accomplishment.
Connor's really a special player, Bailey.
And Brandis right there with the move. He gets it to go and gives the Beavers a 1-point lead.
This is back and forth, tic-tac-toe. I get a shot, you get a shot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Make it, take it.
Davis from 3-point range, can't get it to go. Waterhouse with a big board. He's continuing to fight amongst the trees. Hand off to O'Connor. O'Connor has it up top. O'Connor getting it to Allen. Allen feeding it into Houston. Here comes the double team. And they're going to call the foul right there.
big fella.
Yeah.
It's Jerry's world. You can't just come in here.
And they are all over Houston immediately as soon as he got that in the block. Double team came when he was pressured. They were all over him, grabbing his arms, preventing him from kicking it out.
Yeah, they
collapsed
really want
right
to
away.
get it into Jared Houston and have Houston kick it out.
Ooh, and Allen can't get that one to go right there.
But Babson's really not going to let him do that.
Yeah,
They do
absolutely.
everything in their power to not let him do that.
And Ainge has it up top. Ainge looking to attack, being covered by Waterhouse. Spins back, the feed inside. And Brandis getting it to go right there. Gives the Beavers a 3-point lead, their largest lead of the game.
That was an incredible feed by Ainge there.
Yeah, great pass to create the shot right there.
Yeah, he just thread the needle right there. It was a little low, no look there. Really, really pretty stuff.
And that pass is going to be intercepted as Ainge comes down with it. Ainge out to his teammate for a 3, and the 3-pointer, that's got to be out of bounds. How do you not call that? But it doesn't matter because Ben Allen comes down with the board. He's looking to push.
Our weight room insider tells me that Ben Allen, he puts up weight in the weight room, and when he was going up for that board, he just said, hey, weight room, I'm bigger than you are.
No foul right there. Allen's got it. He's being pressured right away. It gets stripped from him by Gow. Causing the turnover, and we're at 43 seconds remaining in this first half of action. Ainge looking to attack, takes the jumper from the free throw line, and it rims out. Houston comes down with the board, and Ainge is fired up, thinking there should have been a foul call right there.
I like the no call there, Bailey. You really got to
let the boys play.
Yeah. And it's Jerry's world. There he is again with the rebound.
And the Lions gonna try and kill as much clock as they can, about a 5-second difference between shot clock and game clock.
I like this decision here, Bailey. This is a huge momentum swing. They can either go into the half tied, down 1, potentially, or they lose the ball with enough time for Babson to score. It's a huge momentum swing. I like the call by Coach Curley.
Tough defense right there. Knocks it free, but they're going to say out of bounds off the Beavers, so it will remain Emerson possession. They're looking into Houston. Houston being held down, trying to back down, get it to go. Houston can't get it to go. Ball's still free. 3 seconds remaining. Can the Beavers get something? And then the shot from a little over half court is no good. And at the end of one half of play, the score, Babson 40, Emerson 37. Austin, what did you see in that first half of action?
I am just having so much fun today, Bailey. Both teams are giving it their all. We said before the game this was a playoff atmosphere, and we have gotten nothing less than that. This is a playoff performance from both teams. Both teams want to win. Both teams want to get a better playoff position, and neither are going to let the other off the hook.
Absolutely. It's been an incredible game so far. Who would have guessed Ben Holding would have came out and played as fantastic as he's played so far? Austin, he's done everything.
Bailey, I would have guessed.
Yeah, I mean, you have.
They don't call him Benny Buckets because he doesn't get buckets.
We're a little impartial. We love Benny Buckets. We root for the kid every single day. So, just an incredible first half of action. We are going to toss it to center court as Jeff Gray will be honored tonight, getting his ring, playing basketball over in Israel. So we'll just let the PA announcer take over.
Jeff Gray was back-to-back Emerson Lions Student Athlete of the Year, an incredible athlete. He's in the 1,000-point club.
Over. I think he's got 1,600.
Way over.
Way over.
Like 1662
yeah,
to be specific,
1662.
Bailey.
All right, we can see it up top right now, 1662. It's just an incredible performance, and he's playing over in Israel, playing professional basketball. It's awesome to see. He makes the trip back. This is how much he loves the program. You will see on his Snap story, you'll see on his Instagram, he's constantly following the program, and it is an honor to see him come back and make the trip.
And we'd personally like to congratulate Jeff on getting his NUMAC championship ring.
Because he earned it.
He's not only earned it, Billy, he's really a guy who helped turn this program around. He led the charge. He worked his tail off to get this program to where it is, and he set the standard, and the standard is the standard, Bailey.
Yeah,
and it's set by Jeff Gray, and it lives on today through guys like Jared Houston and Trevor McLean and Jack O'Connor, Zach Waterhouse. Really, they learned their work ethic, dare I say, through Jeff Gray.
And we will have Jeff Gray on in just a little bit, but we are going to toss to break right now. You're watching Emerson men's basketball only here on Emerson Channel Sports.
Where else can we get it?
No, only Emerson Channel Sports.
Only here. Nowhere
only
else.
Here. You got to tune in for the second half, though.
All right. What's going to happen
with Jeff Gray?
I don't know. Anything could happen.
We'll be back right after this break. And we are back here for the second half right here, but before we got a little halftime show, and we have a very special guest joining us right now. 1,662 career points. We got the myth, the man, the legend, Jeff Gray joining us. Jeff, how you doing? Doing pretty good, man. Now talk to us. You make the trip from Israel. What's it like? I know you just got the ring. You were just showing it off to us. How awesome is it to see it?
Great. I mean, I saw it briefly over the summer, but
but now you actually get to hold it in your hands.
Coach didn't let me have it, so he was like, "You gotta wait." I was like, "Let me get it before I go." He's like, "Nah, you gotta wait till the rest of the team gets it."
Absolutely. So. You had to expect a big ceremony.
It worked out well with coming back for the break and stuff. So especially on senior night.
Yeah, awesome, Jeff. What are you seeing in this first half so far from the Lions?
The pace, the high tempo. I mean, it's definitely something I miss a lot about being here, just getting up and down. But the refs are letting them play.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like it better that way. They're letting guys get away with a little more contact and stuff. I think both teams are playing pretty hard, so it's a good game to be at.
That's what we were talking about early on. I really felt like the refs were letting them play, but towards the end of the second half, I feel like there were a couple times where they made some iffy calls, some soft calls, might I dare say.
Yeah. I mean, you saw the action get picked up a little bit. But how about Ben Holding? Starting off the game, the senior, you love that Curly does that, starts the seniors on senior days. And Ben getting off to a good start, and you saw him get significant playing time because he was playing so well.
I think Ben was ready for this one. He came out. We were shooting on the gun today. He got a good sweat in, so I think he was waiting for this one for a while.
Yeah, let's take a look at some of the halftime stats so far from this game. I mean, really just, we've seen such an incredible performance. Jack O'Connor had a good game so far, 19. These are the team stats right now. 45.6% from the field. Babson shooting 43.8. Both teams, Emerson 33.3% from beyond the arc. Babson 44.4. Lions have the edge in the rebounding battle and the assist department, but they also have more turnovers. Jeff, how is that turnover battle going to impact this game?
I mean, I think if they can control the ball in the second half, that's what's tough about playing really fast is you're going to turn the ball over. It was something that we knew it was going to happen last year, the way we played, and they still play the same way this year. So, but if they can cut it down, they're only down 3 right now. So if they can control that end of the spectrum, then they should be fine.
Jeff, let me ask you, coming back and really leading this team as a senior last year, what is the jump that you see from some of these younger guys from freshman year to sophomore year, or a guy like Jack O'Connor going from junior to senior year? Do you see some of these guys take a big jump in their game?
Yeah, I mean, I think consistency is a big thing, that comes with experience. A lot of guys, as freshmen, they come in and they'll do good things and they'll plateau because the teams have scouting reports on them and everything. But now they got a year under their belts. They know what to expect. They know what they have to bring to the table every night, and they're ready to handle more of a part of the team because they have more games under their belt and they're more comfortable.
Yeah.
All right, Jeff, you knew we had to bring this up at some point. Beckwith wearing your number 3.
He's revving it well.
Yeah, I was about to say, did he have to text you and ask for permission? I mean, looking at it right now, the freshman averaging 9.3 points per game compared to your 15.8 in your career.
Yeah, no, he's
playing it well so far. But
he's scoring a lot more than I was when I was a freshman.
I was about to say, but was there a conversation where he maybe reached out to you and was like, "Hey, is it cool?" Or were you just like, "I don't care"?
No, he didn't have to because I think I'd heard through the grapevine that he was taking 3, but it was fine with me. He had my blessing for it, so
that's all that matters.
I was happy he handed it off to someone who's always in the gym first thing in the morning too. So
that's the biggest thing. They got to have your mentality always in the gym, because that's the other thing. Every time I ever saw you, you were always in one of 2 places. You're either in class or you're out here working on the gym. So
exactly.
Those were the 2 places we always saw you, and you got to have that mentality if you want to continue to play.
For sure.
Speaking of number 3, is there any significance behind the number for you, or you just cool number?
No significance, I don't think. I mean, I always just growing up, I loved guards that had number 3. Dwayne Wade, Chris Paul, Allen Iverson was a big one. I just felt like all really skilled and guards who played with a little bit of swag wore number 3.
Yeah.
And ever since I think my junior year in high school, I've been wearing it. So even right now in Israel.
Yeah.
So what's it like for you making the jump from college basketball to professional?
The size and speed. biggest difference. Not the tempo of the game, but the way plays develop and the way guys get to their spots is just, they're really efficient and there's no wasted movements, and they're just, everyone's bigger, faster, stronger, especially, you know, compared to the Division III level. But it's part of the challenge. That's how you get better, you know, playing against players like that. So it's been a great experience, and you know, you got to prove yourself every day out there.
So you played for the Lions in college. Some might call them the king of the animal kingdom. You played for the Sharks in pro basketball. Some might consider them the kings of the sea. Lion, Shark, was there any significance there? Were you like, I have to play on a team that has an alpha animal as a mascot, or what?
No, it just happened to be that way. When the deal was on the table, I found out they were the Sharks. I was like, all right, got a little different, you know, aspect there.
Yeah. But Jeff, did Coach Curley give you any advice? I know he played in professional NBA. You know, what was his advice to you before you made the next step playing over in Israel?
I think the biggest thing about what he could tell me about the pros was, I mean, obviously Coach Barrett was someone I talked to every day about advice, but the biggest thing he could tell me, Coach Curley that being, about the pros is that, you know, there's no shortcuts, and every day, you know, you have to prove yourself. You know, if you do it one day, you can't walk in the next day just expecting to have it be handed to you because you did something yesterday. You know, the narrative is constantly changing, and if you're not producing, you might get cut. So, you know, that's the biggest thing about being out there. It's a business now, and, you know, there's, you know, less of a family aspect to the team, and it's more, you got to get the job done or you might be out the door. So it's the biggest thing that he told me to be prepared for.
So you're playing professional basketball in Europe, in Israel specifically. How closely related is it to the movie Semi-Pro? Have you had to fight a bear?
We tried to screen his questions before he asked anything, but some of these just slipped through the cracks.
Yeah, no, it's a real professional league out there. And the top league in Israel, and it's no joke. At times, I wish there was a little bit more like semi-pro. I feel like I get a little bit more playing time, but you know, that's what I signed up for.
So what's the adjustment like for you culturally going from America to Israel?
That's a great question, because it's been as much of a challenge off the court as it has been on the court at times, because you're going from, I mean, I was in Boston for the first 22 years of my life because Newton's just down the road, and, you know, I'm surrounded by my family and friends. My parents were at every game, saw my friends all the time, and then you move out to another country and people are coming up to me speaking Hebrew, and they, you know, think I'm Israeli, and just the culture is so much different. It was a bit of a culture shock for the first 3 months, and then the time difference, 7 hours ahead. That's not easy all the time, but it's part of growing up, so just try to use it as motivation.
When was the last time you didn't eat kosher beef? Also, luckily, what is kosher beef?
It's a good question. Luckily, we got free meals at the hotel, so
that's the way to go.
Over there and grab whatever you want.
I mean, just, it seems like you're having so much fun. And my favorite thing is I see you always are constantly watching. And the time difference is huge. So, I mean, it's funny seeing you post on your Instagram story, watch on your laptop, whether it's Instagram or Snap, you're always constantly watching. That just shows how connected and how much this program had an impact on you. So,
yeah, no, these are my guys, and I don't think I switched back to Israeli time because I'm always up till 4 a.m. out there.
I was about to say.
And, you know, talk to my friends, family, and being able to watch these guys, because what we did last year was special, and
absolutely.
I'm still talking to each and every one of them all the time, and, you know, I feel like their success is my success now, so obviously rooting for them big time.
Absolutely.
So we talked a little bit during the broadcast about how the culture that you've helped create and mold here, it's really, you know, family business. You guys really are a family. So how special is it for you to be able to come out here and watch these younger guys take over the program?
I mean, it's been awesome. Like, it's one thing watching from afar, but the fact that I got to come back this week for senior night, it just really worked out great, because I've been waiting for this trip for a while, and, you know, being here on a special night for Jack and Ben, and, you know, they clinched a playoff spot already, so it's all working out well.
And speaking into existence right there, O'Connor with the tough jumper right there, gets it to go, using the glass as his friend right there.
I've seen that 1 or 2 times
Yeah,
before.
I was about to say. And now he moves into 10th all-time in program history in points in his career. Pretty cool accomplishment. I know you're 4th. He's going to slowly, possibly make his way there.
Inch his
if you
way
try,
up there. No, he can really put the ball in the hoop.
So what have you seen offensively out of the Lions today, Jeff? What are they running? What do you see from afar?
A lot of high-lows. We got Jared in the post, and a lot of teams, since he's so big, they like to front. Get a flash to the foul line a lot to throw it over the top. It's kind of just part of reading the defense and, reacting to what they do. So I remember that was a big part of our, scheme last year, is how to get Jared more involved, because it just opens up the rest of the court for everyone else.
Yeah, it always helps when you usually have the biggest guy on the court in Houston, who's 6'11". There are not many D3 teams who have that kind of size that you can use in the post.
Yeah, it was a luxury for sure.
Not only that, he is tough, man. He gets in there and gets rebounds and gets tough buckets.
And O'Connor with the 3, but no foul call. Coaches were looking for that one. Jeff, do you think that was maybe a foul right there? Just didn't get called?
I think maybe in a normal game they might call it, but they seem to be letting them get away with some stuff tonight. So I'm not surprised they didn't call it.
What do you see here leadership-wise out of the Lions? I know you're a multiple-year captain here at Emerson, and they've got 2 really young captains, 2 sophomore captains, which clearly speaks to both of their leadership abilities. But what do you see as former teammates of them from their leadership standpoint?
I mean, I think I spent a lot of time with Trevor and Jared, and their growth from freshman to sophomore year has been huge. But I think they've been doing a lot of leadership by committee in terms of a big group trying to lead together as one. But also Jack too, from where he went last year to now in terms of being a leader has been pretty remarkable. And I'm hearing from the coaches and what he's doing in practice and how he's encouraging the guys and trying to get the best out of them, and shows a lot to his character growth over the last few months. So
that's huge insight. Right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think me and you could have BS our way through an answer like that. We got to have real insight at some point. Ainge looking to attack right there. Can't get it to go, but the offensive board right there by Kirkpatrick gets the 3 in the corner. Ball poked free. Babson comes down with it again. Up fake. They're looking to attack. They kick it out to Kirkpatrick. Thought about the 3. Being pressured, it ends up in the hands of Holding right there, playing defense.
Just too fancy there, Bailey. Too fancy, too la-di-da, too LA, too Hollywood. Just get buckets, baby. Just get buckets.
That time you're seeing buckets make a big play defensively. Ainge puts his hands up to deny the intro pass into Houston. But it will remain Lions possession right there. Jeff, what do you do in that instance where you're looking to feed in, you kind of feel that they're going to start double teaming them? What does Jared need to do to start creating more offense?
If you get, I think he has a great, awareness for when double teams are coming. I've had to tell him many times in my, experience playing with him to just, he's always catching it, and I think this is part of his unselfish, part about him. He's always looking to pass in the post. He doesn't realize that he could always just go up and score. So I think that's the biggest thing, is he's got to look to be aggressive because no one can guard him. And he's always looking to, make that extra pass. And if the double comes, it's the right one. But I think he's got to be ready to, look to score more because he's a beast down there.
And Jaworski got that one to go, putting the Beavers back up 3. O'Connor looking to create, getting the pick. McLean, one more pass to Holding, who takes the jumper, and he gets it to go. Benny Buckets up to 7 on the night.
I was saying this earlier, this could be an all-time performance out of Benny Buckets. This might be...
What was the line last year? Benny do everything.
Benny do everything. That's the line, when he started making plays defensively and offensively. That's the nickname you got to give him, and I think he's earning that again tonight. That 3 is good right there. Tough physical defense. Houlihan hitting that 3, and Coach Curley really getting into his hands. Feed into Houston. Houston making a move in the post. Can't get it to go. Unfriendly roll right there.
You need to see more of that.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what you want to see from the big fella.
I mean, it's Jerry's world, Billy. It's Jerry's world, and The Babson Beavers right now, they are living in Jerry's world, and they have no idea how to get out of it. Jerry is just dominating in the post. He's getting buckets, he's drawing fouls, he's getting rebounds. He's a beast. He's a beast.
And Houston going to the line. Can't get the first one to go right there. Houston, a 68.1% free throw shooter on the year. Just look at that. The roll was right there, and he just couldn't get it to go right there. But he gets the second free throw to go and cuts the deficit to just 3 for the Lions.
Jeff, what's your routine like at the free throw line? Has it changed up over the years? Have you had the same thing for a long time?
For about 10 years, I'd say.
Yeah, you can't change anything up.
3 dribbles, deep breath, and right up, you know.
That's a long time, 10 years.
Working it around.
It's a decade.
Yeah.
And nice, tough physical defense being played right there. And Brandis right there just tapping it in, giving the Beavers a 5-point lead now. Waterhouse has it on the wing, looking to attack. Getting out to Holding. Holding pass tip. Waterhouse from 3-point range, can't get it to go. Jaworski coming down with the board. Ainge kicking it out in the corner, and the 3-pointer is good right there by Coulihan.
Ainge with another no-look pass. He's a really pretty passer, Bailey. He makes a lot happen for this Babson Beavers team. Really, their whole offense runs through him. What are you seeing here, Jeff, out of the Beavers offensively?
I think they're pushing it, finding the right man in transition, playing unselfishly and knocking down shots.
Waterhouse from 3, can't get it to go. Houston trying to get it, but ooh, he falls hard to the ground, but they'll call a foul. McLean with a little extra 3-pointer right there, but you see immediately sprinting right there to help Houston up. That's great leadership and team right there. One more look at it. Houston going up, gets hit. Ooh, that's a nice hit right to the face. And Lions gonna inbound the ball right here.
Jeff, what's it like having Coach Curley as a coach? He obviously, gets on players sometimes. He's an incredible coach. What's it like being coached by him?
It was incredible. Not only did I grow as a player, but as a person in my 4 years, and it was hard on me, but it made me much better off in the long run because he expected perfection. All that said about him was that he believed in me, and that was why I was able to perform to the best of my ability.
And McLean can't get that 3.
There's nothing like playing for a guy who played in the NBA for 6 or 7 years.
Yeah, that's an incredible experience. Do you have any good stories about, whether from practice or some good memories with you and Coach Curley?
I'd say, just looking back on it now, not so much of the time, but all the times he was yelling at me and being hard on me, and at the time I'd be pissed off about it, but looking back on it, it was essential for my growth as a player and person.
Mean block right there by Houston on the defensive end, getting it, and the Lions gonna try and get something right here. They trail by 8, largest lead of the game for Babson right here. They need one right here. McLean on the wing, gets it to O'Connor. O'Connor trying to create, up fake, attacking the basket. O'Connor goes, easy money right there.
Speaking of stuff that looks familiar, that looks like you learned that one from you, Jeff, or what?
With the left.
With the left hand.
Taking notes for all those years that you guys played together right there. Working around, that's a nice double team coming. O'Connor takes a little spill, but he gets back up. Martin all over Jaworski. Shot clock winding down. The shot by Ainge, can't get it to go. Waterhouse coming down with the board. No foul call. Ooh, no foul call there either. I'm gonna say out of bounds off Waterhouse. I don't know how that goes off him right there. Let's take another look at it.
I mean, it's just physics. It could
They switched it.
Couldn't have put it the other way. Okay.
I think Bobby Brown was about to erupt in anger right there if they didn't make that call. Waterhouse trying to back it.
Elevate, there it is.
Yep.
I've seen that too many times.
You know, he must have heard you telling him what to do right there as he knocks down that
Kid
jumper.
rises up over anyone on his jump shot.
It's like we got Tony Romo in the booth. It's going to happen before it does. Feel free to call out any plays if you want.
I'll do my best.
Yeah, let us know it's going to happen before it does.
They're looking to attack the basket right there. Getting it out. O'Connor, there comes the double team. But Ainge trying to create. Ainge tacking. Nice feed inside. But Ben Holden doing it on both sides of the ball. Shot clock winding down. Ooh! Some shot clock G's right there coming from Bo Smith.
So you've obviously been in some tight games with the Beavers over the years, Jeff. What's it like playing in these tight games?
I mean, there's nothing like it in terms of the atmosphere, and you just lock in and forget about everything that's going on with school, your life, or whatever. And there's, those crunch time minutes and just laser focus, and that's probably one of the best parts about playing the game. So.
And Lions gonna get ready to go, but Jeff, your career high came against the Beavers here. I remember calling that game. It's always fun when you play a team like this because they're always a perennial powerhouse.
Yeah, they've always been good in my career, so had to get up and bring the best out of myself for them.
McLean looking for something. Looking to feed into Houston. Here comes the double team, but Houston can't hold on to it. Martin still comes down with the steal. Martin, no, they got to reset the shot clock right. Oh! Shouldn't the shot clock get reset right there because they stole the ball?
Hit the rim. It did.
The official's going to talk it over right there, but I think you steal the ball. The shot clock's, it's new possession.
Babson, they had possession.
Yeah, they had possession right there. Change of possession, so Emerson will get possession right here.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there we go.
Romo over
yeah,
here.
we get. Every once in a while, it's all about just listening to the officials, and they'll tell you everything.
Sitting between Jim Nance and Tony Romo. I don't know what that makes me.
It's not always stuff you want to hear, but you'll hear it from the officials, and they're good.
The Beavers coaching staff is very, very upset right now.
They get it to Houston. Houston handing off to O'Connor. O'Connor to Beckwith. Beckwith to McLean in the corner. McLean for three. Got it! Trevor McLean, his first three of the night.
Corner specialist.
A corner specialist. It always seems like he's hitting a big three whenever you need it.
Saw a couple of those to start the NewMac championship last year.
Yeah, I was about to say, I remember the first one that he hit, the first basket of the game in that championship.
Yes, sir.
And McLean picks up the foul right there. His third of the game. And they're working it around. They inbound the pass. Coulihan having it. Looking to attack. Feed inside. Basket no good, but Coulihan taps it in. Puts the Beavers up 5.
Babson's been getting a lot of second chance opportunities the second half.
And they seem to be getting them to go. McLean has it. Looking to dish it off to someone. The pick. Houston has it up top. Hands it off to Beckwith. Beckwith into Houston. Gow with the steal. Pushing in transition. Gow handing it off to Pattison. Pattison gets it to go and puts the Beavers back up 7 right there. Barking out the calls. McLean gets it to O'Connor. O'Connor looking, feeding out to Beckwith. Beckwith for 3. He can't get it to go. But O'Connor fighting for it. Yeah, it's going to be a foul on O'Connor. That's a bang-bang play right there.
What do you see there, Jeff? What do you think? Tough call, right call?
I mean, it looked worse than it was.
Yeah. I mean, I thought maybe you called the kick ball before the foul at least. But they called the foul on O'Connor. That's his second of the game.
Yeah, I've been saying this all game, Bailey, but let the boys play. You know, boys will be boys. Boys are going to roughhouse, but you got to let them play. You got to let them play.
And O'Connor getting the swat right there. He gets it up to Beckwith. Beckwith in transition, gets the foul, but can't get the bucket to go, but he'll go to the line for 2 right there.
Those are the tough buckets I'm talking about, Bailey. Those are the tough buckets that are the key to the game. You get those, and good things are going to happen. He just goes up real hard. He knows he's going to get fouled. He doesn't care because he's a tough guy.
He almost got that one to go, too.
All right, I think I want to say thanks to Jeff for coming out and hanging out with us for a bit. Jeff, great having you around.
It's been a pleasure, guys.
Always a
Thanks
pleasure, man.
Me.
Thank you for coming on. It was great talk.
Go Lions.
Hey, go Lions, baby.
We'll see you soon, brother.
Again, bud.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
And Beckwith gets the first one to go. Cutting the deficit to just 6. Gets the second one to go. Deficit now just 5.
What a pleasure it was to have Jeff Gray on for a little bit, Bailey.
It's always fun to get the actual insight from a guy who played and did it at such a high level, too.
Insider information from an insider. That's as inside as it gets.
We didn't commit insider trading. Ooh, and Houston with the block right there. The big fella showing off why he is such a force to be reckoned with on the defensive side of the ball.
Houston, Babson has a problem.
And we're going to get a timeout by the Lions with 11:03 remaining. They trail by 5. Let's just talk about how great Houston's been, Austin.
Bailey, I can't get over it.
Yeah,
I can't get over it. I mean,
he's been ridiculous.
Ridiculous doesn't even
that's not even doing him
it.
justice.
Look at him on this play. Watch him. He slides
he comes from the opposite side of the court
and says, "SWAT team, Houston, we have a problem." He's in their heads. They have not been able to drive the lane this entire game when Jerry has been underneath the hoop. I mean,
we got to give O'Connor partial credit on the block, too. He gets a piece of it, too. So, watch right here. We can't see from that angle. O'Connor gets it, but Houston gets the little extra slam down right there. But great defense by those two. And the presence of mind by Houston to slide all the way over from the opposite side to make that defensive play.
Yeah, that was all Houston right there. I mean, we do have to give O'Connor credit, but Houston has been incredible, not just this game, but this entire season. And don't be surprised when he makes an all-conference team for the first time at the end of the season.
Yeah, and when we say first time, the kid's a sophomore.
He's a sophomore.
Yeah.
He's a captain.
Yeah.
The game runs through him. It's Jerry's world. We're living in it, baby.
Yeah, that's exactly all you can say. And Jerry making plays on both sides of the ball. Lions, that block has to get them some momentum right now, and hopefully they can chip into this lead, this deficit.
Babson only up 5 here. If the Lions can score here and get some momentum going their way.
Beckwith for 3-pointer. No good. But Martin fighting for the board, can't come down with it, though.
We might be looking at that block by Jared Houston as a big momentum swinger in this game.
Absolutely. They're working it in, and the nice take. Can't get it to go. But they're going to say out of bounds off the Beavers, so it will be Lions possession right here.
The freshman Beckwith in the game right now. We're just talking about him wearing Jeff Gray's number. Let's see if he has the same clutch that Jeff did at his time here as a Lion.
And Beckwith is came into the night leading the NUMAC in three-point percentage. Has had a tough shooting night so far. Waterhouse attacking the basket. He goes up and gets it to go. Using the big ups right there to create that chop.
Waterhouse, baby. Waterhouse.
He's up to 15 on the night and cuts a deficit to 3. Nice pick. They're looking to attack are the Beavers. Inside, up fake. Working it around. The three-point shot is good right there by Coulihan. He's up to 19 points on the night.
Patches O'Houlihan having an incredible day.
And Coulihan, the last time these two teams faced off, he struggled from beyond the arc, going 0 for 6 from three-point range, and the Beavers caused that turnover right there. Gal can't get it to go. Houston knocks it free. Beckwith comes down with the board, gets it to O'Connor in transition. Connor faking, trying to create something. Hands it off to Waterhouse. Waterhouse looks to attack. He does attack, can't get it to go. No foul call.
No foul call there. Waterhouse coming up limping. He went down hard there.
And a big basket right there by Coulihan. Gets the basket and won 21 points on the night. And the foul is going to be on O'Connor. One more look at it. Coulihan attacks. O'Connor uses his body. Picks up the foul right there. But Coulihan has been absolutely money for the Beavers so far.
He's definitely an X factor here tonight, Bailey.
Houlihan, the 88.4% free throw shooter coming into tonight, gets it to go and puts the Beavers up 9, their largest lead of the game.
O'Connor, the senior, dribbling up court, expecting to take over as things get intense here for the Lions.
And Holden coming down with the offensive board, but can't get the shot to go, and they're pushing in transition. Trying to create the intro pass into Brandis, and he gets it to go. And the Beavers now up 11.
Huge momentum shift here, Bailey.
And they're going to call a foul on the floor. It's going to be on number 13, Andrew Kirkpatrick. Picking up the foul, one more look. Nice, slick, behind the back move by Jaworski, who then feeds it in to Brandis right there. Give the Beavers an 11-point lead.
Yeah, that was slick, Bailey. That was real slick.
No, offensive foul on Holding. That'll be his second. That's a tough call right there.
Yeah, it's tough. You got to know better than to make a mistake like that as a senior. Ben, especially having a great night tonight. You hate to see that.
Yeah, a tough call right there. And Kirkpatrick has it up top. Gets it to Ainge on the wing. Ainge trying to create. He hands it off to his teammate up top. Looking to attack. Getting it back to Kirkpatrick up top. Kirkpatrick, he attacks. He gets it, can't get it to go. But the tap in right there by Brandis, and that puts the Beavers up 13 points, and Curley will call a timeout with 8:24 remaining in the game.
You know, what I'm seeing here, Bailey, is the Beavers aren't necessarily getting the first shot to go, the first layup to go, but this entire second half, they've been getting those second chance opportunities, and they're making the most of it.
Yeah, and that's what's killing the Lions right here. Once
Behind the back, BTB as they call it, then no-look bounce pass around the defender. This is real pretty stuff, Bailey. This is Tiffany's diamond type pretty right there.
Yeah, it's just great offense so far. It's not the, as you were saying, it's not the first shot that they're getting to go. They're fighting in there, getting the offensive boards, and they're cashing in on their second chance opportunities. It's huge.
And I told you before the game, the key to the game is going to be who wants to get down and gritty. And right now, the Beavers are getting down and gritty, and they've got the lead right now. And they're up big with 8 minutes left in the game.
Absolutely. Austin, what do you think Coach Curley's telling the boys right now at this timeout?
You know, I think they're trying to do a little bit too much right now. I think he's telling them we got to get back to basics and we got to do what makes us a good team here, and that's getting the ball into Jared, letting Jared do his thing, get good, clean shots. On that last basket that we just watched on the replay by the Beavers, you saw Jack O'Connor flying up the floor to try and get a steal, get back in the hole, play good team defense, play as a team, win as a team.
Absolutely. Let's see if they can get back into this game. They trail by 13. It's a game of runs. Just go on one and you're back in this one.
But the Lions are going to go on a run here, Bailey. They can't do it as individuals. They've got to do it together.
Yep. And Beckwith looking to attack. He looks to Holding, but Beckwith, maybe a foul right there, but no call. O'Connor has it up top. Looking to get the pick from Holding. He can. He's being pressured. They got to get rid of it. The one more pass to Davis. Davis attacking, going hard to the basket. Can't get it to go. The Beavers come down with possession right there. Oh, loses a handle of it. Kirkpatrick has it up top. Beavers going to try and kill as much time on the clock as they can. Kirkpatrick, the fadeaway jumper, good. Gives the Beavers a 15-point lead. O'Connor somehow creating and going through every defender and can't get it to go.
Lions having a tough time getting shots to go here, Bailey.
Yeah, it seems like nothing's been falling for them in the second half. And they need offense here. Jaworski attacking, and Beckwith gonna pick up the foul right there on the floor. We're gonna get some subs right here. Jared Houston and Nate Martin gonna come in for Holding and Beckwith.
Let's see how number 23, Jared Houston, can affect the game here, Bailey.
This will be key right here. He's giving you good defense, and the three-point shot is good. And that will put the Beavers up 18. Patterson with the 3. 18-point lead. Waterhouse attacks. Basket's good and 1. So count it, and Waterhouse goes to the line. 16-point lead for the Beavers now.
I like to see Waterhouse get to the hole there. It's going to open up a lot if you can keep getting layups, because then that's going to give more three-point opportunities. And as we know, Waterhouse can shoot.
Absolutely, but when you look at the numbers, Waterhouse surprisingly struggles from the foul line. Just 66.1% on the year. And he gets that one to go. That's big right there.
He makes it there.
So you're going to see the Lions go into a full court press right here, trying to cause some turnovers. Good move. Ainge going to dish it off.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it is, Bailey, but Waterhouse seems to go off, as they say, against the Beavers. He's got 18 points today. Last time they played, he had 26. Let's see what he finishes with here and see if he can have a big impact down the stretch.
O'Connor looking to push in transition. He gets it to Davis. Davis looking into Houston. Houston has it inside. Houston gets it to go. Deficit now just 13. Feed the big fella, as Jeff told us.
You asked me at the timeout what Coach Curley was thinking, and I think I might have been right, Bailey.
Feed the big fella. That's what he's thinking.
Feed the big fella, get easy buckets, and let's get some shots to fall.
Ainge has it up top. Ainge dishes it off to Coulihan. Coulihan trying to create. Shot clock winding down. Gets a tough step back off 1 foot. And the Beavers will take a timeout with 5:57 remaining to score. Babson 75, Emerson 60.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is barn burner, Bailey.
A lot to it's a 15-point game, but it feels closer than that.
It does feel close. As you've been saying this whole time, Bailey, it's a game of runs. But that right there was a deep 3.
By Coulihan. He's been absolute money. There's that 3 by Patterson right there. And the Lions just need something to go offensively. We've been talking about O'Connor, Waterhouse, Houston. Those 3 right now, you turn to them and you say, guys, step up. We need buckets right now.
Maybe Benny Buckets gets them some buckets.
Yeah, I mean, you really got to think about it right now. You look at O'Connor and you say, Jack, you're a senior captain. We're going to turn it over to you, and you got to make stuff happen right here.
It's senior day.
Yeah.
You're a senior. Be a senior.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to make stuff happen.
That's what I want to see today.
And, I mean, I'm sure that's what Coach Curley's telling them. We're down 15. There's almost a little under 6 minutes left. It's anyone's game. Make something happen.
I mean, it's not going to be easy for the Lions to pull this one out. I'm not going to lie to you, Bailey, but anything's possible.
Absolutely. Anything is possible. So don't count them out. And we'll see what happens. I'm sure we're going to get a great ending either way.
Number 13, Ben Healy, checking into the game for the first time today. We'll see how he does late down the stretch. Looks like Coach Curley's trying to get a spark out of somebody. Let's see if Healy can be that spark.
Into O'Connor. O'Connor, the tough shot, no good. But that's going to go out of bounds off the Beavers.
That's just from Jared Houston, not giving up on the play right there.
Good positioning by him. Didn't come down with it, but it forced Brandis to tip it out into Houston. Houston going to keep it himself, and he loses a handle of it. So the Beavers will get possession off the steal. And Ainge has it up top.
Ainge, I gotta say, looks right in Celtic green.
Yeah.
Something about it, Bailey.
And Ainge, the backdoor cut, gets it to go. Ainge just 7 points on the night, but he has been the focal point of this offense, commanding everything, really getting things going. Healy stretches his arms out and comes down with that pass. Waterhouse to Healy up top. Healy from three-point range. Yeah, Healy with the 3.
The spark.
That's
the spark. He was put in there to be the spark.
Yeah.
There's your spark.
That's exactly
Let's see if he can start an electric factory.
You got to react when Healy's out there. And Healy going to be all over Coulihan. Playing tough physical defense. Going to force him to the baseline. Coulihan can't get it to go, but he comes down with the offensive board. Houston, nice hands-up defense. O'Connor pushing in transition to Waterhouse. Waterhouse, basket's good. No, they're going to call an offensive foul. Offensive foul, that's the way he pointed, correct? No, they pointed the wrong direction, so basket's good, and one for Waterhouse.
I was going to say that would have been a questionable call because Waterhouse takes a step, gets in there.
He was not set right there.
Yeah, I mean, I like that call.
The officials got to learn which way you're going to point. If you're going to point.
Pointing's hard, Billy.
Yeah, it is.
Pointing's hard. You know, sometimes you point one way, you mean to point the other, you point with your left finger, you mean to point with your right finger.
It's not easy. Beavers only trail. Up by 12. Nice trap right there. They're going to cause a turnover. Get into it. No, foul call right there. That was good trap defense right there. But they pick up the foul. And they're going to call it on Houston right there. I don't know about that one.
I don't know about that one either, Bailey.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
That's a tough call right
I don't
there.
like it. I've been saying it throughout this entire broadcast. I want to see the boys play.
Yeah,
Let the boys play.
Jaworski gets the 1-and-1 to go, so now he gets a second one.
You might get a few scrapes from letting the boys play, but, you know,
Let the
that
boys
heals.
play.
You got to let the boys play.
Scratches
Let the boys play. Let the boys play.
He gets the second one to go there as well, so it's now a 14-point lead for the Beavers. Waterhouse has it up top. Gets it to O'Connor on the wing, being covered by Coulahan. Gets the pick from Houston. The double comes. Waterhouse in the corner from three, no good. Healy fighting in. Martin coming down with the board. Loses the handle of it, but Jaworski comes down with it. Jaworski, nice feed to Ainge, but Houston with the block. And he falls on Ainge right there. I thought
Houston
that was a clean block.
Swatted him there. Oh my goodness. And
I don't know. That's not a good
on
foul call. That's a clean block. He doesn't land on him. He lands on him after, but that's a clean block. He just fell. Come on.
There's some body there, I feel like.
I thought he was clean straight up. He fell on him after because momentum was taking him off the court.
I mean, don't get me wrong, Bailey. I love the call, but the way these refs have been calling this game, you got to know that they're going to call that.
And he gets the first one to
Coach
go.
Curley visibly upset on the sideline about that call. He agrees with you, Bailey.
Yeah, I would be too. I mean, that's a clean block right there.
Yeah.
Clean block.
That's millennials.
Yeah.
That's millennials. I've had enough with these millennials.
I don't want to say it,
saying,
but that's a name call right there.
My hand hurts.
That's like a LeBron
I don't want
call.
to work today. You know what? Go to work.
Yeah, that's
Get
a
a
makeup.
job,
That's a
you
makeup
know?
call right there. And they're gonna call that on Brandis. But that's a makeup call right there. You get that call when you're like a LeBron James. You know, it's name recognition.
Oh,
Ainge,
boo-hoo.
Ainge,
Oh,
you'll get that call. Oh, yeah.
Wah. You know, cry about it. Wah. Cry babies. I don't like it. I won't stand for it.
And he
Play hard.
Yeah.
Play fair.
You want a fair game.
Be gritty.
Hard fought.
Be tough.
Yeah.
Get tough baskets.
I
don't like that.
The refs are taking this game into there, and they're making it too themselves.
You know what
too
I
far
think,
of a game.
Bailey? I think these refs are the type of guys who are eating avocado toast, sipping on their macchiatos, their
Pumpkin spice lattes.
their pumpkin spice lattes,
those people,
drinking
man.
their White Claws. I've had enough. I've had enough.
O'Connor can't get the second one to go. Deficit still 15. Gow, he's pushing it up tempo. We got 3:40 remaining in the game. He dishes it off. Gets it out to Ainge up top. The Beavers going to try and kill as much time as they can. The clock right now is the Lions' enemy. It's the Beavers' friend.
It's going to be real tough for the Lions to come back here, Bailey.
McLean playing some tough defense. Ainge goes to the basket. No call there, but Gow, right place, right time, gets the second chance opportunity. O'Connor from deep three-point range. Airballs that one.
I think that might just about wrap it up here, Bailey. I think.
That's a big one. Martin trying to force the steal. They do. Oh, that's got to be a charge, but no call. Nice handoff, and the basket, no good. Houston comes down with the board, up to O'Connor. O'Connor can't hold on to it. Gow right there, right place, right time. The official's going to have a timeout.
We have a player down.
Yep.
Did not see what happened there, Bailey. Hope he's okay.
That is number 20, Andrew Jaworski.
Not sure what happened there, but
Looked like he just fell right there.
you never like to see a player go down like that.
Not.
I hope he's okay. Let's see, we get the rebound. We get the replay here.
Looked like he just landed awkwardly on. Yeah, it looked like he rolled his ankle right there. He just landed awkwardly on it.
That's tough.
Yeah.
That's an owie.
Official's gonna try and figure out
Getting some
this
attention
clock.
there from the trainer. Hopefully he'll be okay. Doesn't look like anything's broken. Hopefully just a sprained ankle. Be back out there.
The official's gonna try and talk it out, figure out how much time should be remaining on the clock right here.
That's an owie.
Officials still trying to figure this one out. 27, they're gonna put on the shot clock right there. They get it into Kirkpatrick up top. Being covered by Waterhouse. Ooh, Waterhouse took a hit to the face.
Got poked in the eye there.
Yeah. McLean all over Ainge. Shot clock at 15. The kick out. Kirkpatrick up big. Looking to attack. O'Connor trying to draw the offensive foul. Shot clock winding down. And they're going to call a blocking foul on O'Connor. Curley was looking for the offensive foul, using his arm to create space right there. And let's take a look at that eye poke right there. Waterhouse just playing tough defense. Puts his hand up.
Ooh, right in the eye.
Yeah,
I think that's unintentional, though.
Yeah.
I hope that's unintentional.
Kirkpatrick gets the free throw to go. Makes the lead now 18 for the Beavers. And Holden going to come out as Houston checks back into the game.
Holden had a great day on his senior day.
Yeah.
Probably won't be going back in, but talk about a great day from Holden.
Yeah, absolutely. Just great performance from him as Kirkpatrick gets the second one to go. Lead now up to 19 for the Beavers. O'Connor attacking the basket, gets it to go. That's a tough finish right there. And Coach Curley would take a timeout with 2:18 remaining. The score, Babson 85, Emerson 68.
Yeah, O'Connor's got no quit in him, Bailey.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. There's only 2 minutes left. Doesn't matter. Down by 17. He's not going to give up. He's going to keep getting to the hole, keep trying to get buckets, keep trying to make stuff happen for his team. I mean, hey, crazier things have happened, right?
Absolutely. I was about to say, there's always enough time left. Miracles can't happen, so you got to keep hope alive. And if O'Connor can keep attacking, they can force quick turnovers or force the Beavers to go to the line and miss free throws. They're right back in this. Taking a look.
There it is, another second chance opportunity. That is really what the second half has been all about. These Beavers, they've been getting the second chance opportunities in the second half, and that's why they're up right now.
And that's also why they're the number 22 team in the country. They came into this game 19-4. And the crazy part is they're 9-3 in conference. Wow. They've lost 3 games in conference. That goes to show you how strong the conference is, because there are also 2 other teams ranked in the top 25 in all of D3 basketball that hail from the NUMAC in Springfield and WPI.
That's impressive stuff, Bailey.
And Babson, Kirkpatrick, going to lose a handle of it. And offense for defense right here as Holding and Allen come off as Houston and O'Connor come back in. And O'Connor getting it to McLean. McLean going to try and set up, get a quick bucket. O'Connor has it up top. O'Connor trying to draw a foul or something, and he does draw the foul, and it's going to be on Gal. And Ainge looked to come up awkwardly on that one right there.
Let's watch the replay here, Bailey.
O'Connor just loses a handle of it. But Gal reaching in right there, so it makes sense on the call.
That's his third personal.
You know, I've got to imagine this has got to be an important moment for Coach Curley as he watches his team here, even though they're down. Heading into the playoffs, he wants to see
continue to fight.
Yeah, he wants to see what his guys have.
You don't want to see your team back down and say, "Oh, we're down 17. Let's just fall it off." You got to keep fighting.
He wants to see who you can count on in the big moments down the stretch, heading into the playoffs.
Absolutely, and O'Connor gets that one to go. Cuts the deficit to 16. O'Connor, hailing from St. George's School, Newport, Rhode Island native.
A lot of prep school players in this game, Bailey.
Absolutely, and that's where some of the best talent will come from. And the Lions with the quick foul right there. And Bo Smith will go to the line to shoot 2. He's a 68.4% free throw shooter on the year.
So, Bill, let me talk about prep school talent on both these teams real quick. So, just talking about Jack O'Connor, went to St. George's, ISL school, very good basketball. You've got Jared Houston, he went to Beaver Country Day. You've got number 12, Max Davis. He went to New Hampton School. New Hampton School rivals with where Trevor McLean went to school, Brewster Academy. On the other side of things, we have even more prep school talent.
Yeah.
Crew Ainge,
Kimball
Union Academy, another Lakes Region school. That's 3 Lakes Region connections. Number 13, Kirkpatrick, Cushing Academy, great basketball, obviously, prep school connection. Houlihan, Holy Ghost Prep, not really sure where that is, but as they say, Father, Son, Holy Ghost. 33, Matt Corey, Worcester Academy. Trinity Pauling on this Beavers team. A lot of prep school talent. Noble and Greenboro. I mean, I wonder, if the coaches are choosing to get prep school talent or what it is, but clearly 2 very talented teams hailing from the prep school world.
And the Beavers come down with that miss from O'Connor, and they're going to try and kill the clock. And here comes the layup. Brandis going for the layup right there. Thought about the dunk, but did not. He just lays it in right there and gives the Beavers a 19-point lead. Hand it off to Waterhouse. Waterhouse attacking the basket, gets it. Basket's good, and 1 for Waterhouse.
And 1, Bailey, and 1.
Big play right there by him, continuing to attack the basket. He's up to 22 points on the night.
Bailey, we talked a lot about tonight about how powerful the NEWMAC conference is. We didn't get around to it, so I figured why not do it now. Bailey, who is on your Mount Rushmore of NEWMAC athletes? Your top 4 NEWMAC athletes.
I'm going to go Ben Holding.
Okay.
Just Panther pick.
Okay.
Jack O'Connor.
Okay.
Once again, another Panther pick.
Okay.
John Cena. You know what? I had to steal that one from you. I know we talked about it. Man, I need one more. James Naismith. Another steal.
Stole half my Mount Rushmore lineup. That's okay. I'm prepared. Number 1 overall. Obviously, I'm going to take Buzz Aldrin. Second man on the moon. It takes incredible athleticism to be an astronaut, Bailey.
Yeah.
Just incredible astronaut. He reigns from MIT. Number 2, I'm going to take Coach Curley. I mean, the guy played.
I didn't know that we were able to pick.
Well, I just took Coach Curley,
All right,
number 2. I mean, played professional NBA basketball. He took the BC Eagles to the Final Four.
Enough said.
Number 3 pick, I'm going to have to go with Otto Graham. Otto Graham coached the Coast Guard football team for many years, was just elected to the NFL 100 team. One of the greatest to ever do it. He played 10 seasons in professional football. Every single year, Bailey, his team made it to a national championship.
Oh, wow.
I mean, that's just incredible athleticism right there. And number 4, I'm not sure. Did you take Naismith? I mean, he kind of got it. Someone's got to take Naismith.
Yeah, I did take Naismith.
He did create the sport that we're watching.
So I'll let you take
right
Naismith again, too. So we both took Naismith.
Okay. I don't know, though. Naismith or John Cena? That's a tough pick.
It's a good
John
battle.
Cena, multiple-time WWE champion.
Yeah.
There's a lot of great
Enough said
athletes
right
from the
there.
NEWMAC,
Yeah,
Bailey.
absolutely.
And we're watching an incredible game right now between 2.
And O'Connor gets the first one to go
teams.
right there. Do we leave anyone off our list? I mean, I'm trying to think of people. I mean, who's that kid that was sitting with us earlier?
Jeff Graham?
Oh, yeah. Honorable mention.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll give it to him.
We'll give it to him.
It is his night.
It's his night, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
He got his ring.
Yeah.
He got his ring. He's playing pro basketball now.
Yeah, he's pretty good. O'Connor got the second one to go. Deficit 17 for the Lions. Pass is going to be intercepted by McLean. He gets it to O'Connor in the corner. Up fake. O'Connor out to Allen. McLean up fake. He takes the jumper, and it's good. Deficit 15 for the Lions, and Coach Curley will take a timeout. 51.2 remaining in the game. Babson holds a 90-75 lead. Let's take
it's
another
just
look.
Jared Block here. Jared Block.
Yup. Nuh-uh. Ooh.
I
in the
didn't notice
face.
this when we watched this the first few times, but it just bounced right back and hit him in the face.
Yeah.
That can't feel good, Bailey.
Yeah, that definitely does not feel good.
I mean, we're watching the Lions right now, and they're running a press.
Yeah, they are.
And it's playing out well for them. You got to wonder if the Lions see the Beavers in the New Mac playoffs, if Coach Curley's thinking about running the press for more than
maybe
just
the whole
end of the
game. Well, I mean, the only way these two teams can meet is in the championship game, because Emerson plays in that 4-5 matchup, playing against Coast Guard, who's pretty much locked in at 5.
Okay.
So then the winner of that game then plays Springfield, and the Lions get a foul right there. But the winner of that, 4-5 matchup, they play Springfield, and then they would play, the winner of Babson versus, I believe it's WPI.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Emerson plays Coast Guard this Saturday.
Saturday.
If they're locked into the 4 and 5 spot, you got to wonder what they're going to do. Do you play to win?
I mean, you're going to play.
Do you sit some guys?
Well, no,
do you rest some guys?
You'll play Coast Guard too in the first round of the tournament.
That's what I'm saying. You play it back to back, but one game may or may not matter.
Or maybe you just say, hey, just play. We're not going to run anything. Just have fun. And
you play to win the game.
You play to win the game, but you also don't want to show your cards as much. And the Beavers going to cause a turnover right there.
But I also got to say, Bailey, it's kind of a dominance thing, If you just keep beating a team, it's a mental thing.
Yeah.
It's a mental thing. You just mentally alpha your opponent. If you just beat somebody over and over and over and over and over, then you start thinking, there's no way I can possibly beat you,
Yeah, it's absolutely true. It's hard to beat a team 3 times in 1 year.
That's also true. It's hard to win games, Bailey.
Yeah, it is. It's not easy, especially in this conference. And shot clock violation, so Emerson will get the ball. And 10.9 remaining in this game.
I mean, you see both coaches, Bailey. I said this earlier. Lions won the conference last year. Babson won a national championship 3 years ago. It doesn't matter that there's only 10 seconds left in the game, and the game's pretty much out of hand. These coaches both want excellence out of their players the entire time.
Yeah, they expect it.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Get better.
Absolutely, and that's the biggest thing you can take away. The Lions were down 17, but this game has been way closer than the scoreboard indicates.
It has been. I mean, the Lions had the lead for
most of the first half.
The entire first half until the end.
And they trail by 3 at halftime, and second half things really just fell out of their hands.
Yeah, and I mean, we said this earlier. We said this at the beginning of the second half. Whoever has the lead is going to have a lot of momentum going into the second half, and Babson really capitalized on that.
Babson's shots fell. Emerson's shots didn't fall in the second half, and that was the biggest thing. So time winding down. Lions can try and get one more basket. Waterhouse will get it. Deficit 15 now.
Babson likely just going to dribble out the clock here.
Yeah, they get it in. And that will do it from Bobby Brown and Stephen Plofker. Oh, I love Benny Buckets trying to get the late steal. But that will do it. The final score, Babson 92, Emerson 77. The Beavers will improve to 20-4 on the year, 10-3 in conference play, as the Lions will fall to 14-10, 7-6 in conference play. Austin, what did you see from this game today from the Lions?
From the Lions, I saw a lot of heart, a lot of hustle. Incredible performance from Jared Houston. Zach Waterhouse played really well. If they get some more shots to fall, I think that if they happen to see Babson again in the New Mac playoffs, that
it's anybody's game.
It's anybody's game. It really came down to, I think, in the second half, Babson got a lot of second chance opportunities, and they made the most of them, and they hit shots. And the Lions didn't get a lot of second chance opportunities, and they didn't make many shots.
Absolutely, and Coolahan just lights out for the Beavers. Everyone playing so well offensively, a very team-oriented game for them. And the Beavers showing why they're the number 22 team in the country. But a great game. Lions continued to fight hard, but fall 92-77. That will do it for us here at Bobby Brown and Stephen Plofker Gym. I'm Bailey Kennedy. Alongside me, my good friend, and also I'm gonna give him a plug, captain of the men's lacrosse team. So you gotta
thanks,
come
Bailey.
out, gotta come out and see the Emerson men's lacrosse team this year. Gonna be a great team.
Big game this upcoming Wednesday. Home opener against Wentworth.
So be there.
Check us out.
Emerson Channel Sports will be there, but that will do it for us. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you to our directors, our cameramen, everyone who worked on the broadcast.
It's been a pleasure, Bailey. It's been a pleasure.
Absolutely,
it's been a lot of fun.
So much fun. Thank you so much for tuning in. You were watching Emerson men's basketball only here on Emerson Channel Sports.